Hello viewers, welcome to Adda 247. In our last session in reasoning, we have discussed something about a statement and argument, and that also about the particular sort of argument which comes under the category of a strong argument and particular types of argument which come under the category of weak argument. So today's lecture we will proceed that step only. Here it is a statement, should mercy death be legalized? I want to tell you one thing, today whatever we will discuss something keeping in our mind regarding SBI PO mains or IBPS PO mains, keeping in mind that exam, okay. Should mercy death be legalized? It is the statement, and now the first argument is saying yes, patients undergoing terrible suffering and have absolutely no chance of recovery should be liberated from suffering through mercy death. Actually, the basic funda regarding mercy death is this only. If you are counting it in a favor of mercy death, then you will definitely say, give this argument itself. Yeah, mercy death should be legalized, because if person is suffering from any sort of terrible suffering, we can say also diseases, and he or she is not in favor of living in life, then he should be granted a death. This is only the perfect definition of mercy killing or mercy death. So first two arguments are hold strong itself, which is talking in the favor of mercy death. So let's talk about the second argument. Second argument is in against of the statement. So what's it saying? It is saying no, even mercy death is a sort of killing, and killing can never be legalized. Let's study this point. It's saying mercy death is a sort of killing. Till here definitely we agree, it is a sort of killing only. You can't say that it is a sort of you are giving someone a liberty. Yeah, definitely it is a killing only. But what it's saying further, and killing can never be legalized. If we will consider on the grounds of humanity, then second argument also holds a strong here. See, now this is the tragedy, you can also say magic of a statement and argument. In this section only, the argument which is in favor sounds strong, good, convincing one, and the argument which is in against, at the same time this also sounds convincing one. This is the beauty of a statement and argument. See, I am saying beauty, but many I feel students should think it is a confusing point. Okay, don't confuse in this section. If you are finding you are not dealing with the, see, this is the biggest tragedy, you are not dealing with the course of action. So don't try to give judgment regarding this. It is a sort of question mark sentences regarding this only. Should mercy death be legalized? Now as per we talk about human psychology, then what do? We consider, we read any statement and then we consider example in within ourselves only. Yeah, this should be done. No, this shouldn't be done. Don't try to do that sort of thing. You are not dealing with the course of action. Remember it. You are not dealing with the course of action. You are dealing with a statement and argument. And if the argument which is in favor sounds convincing, then it is also good. And the argument which is in against, that also sounds convincing, it is also good. Don't get confused. Clearly you can say, yes, here both of the arguments are strong. If in this question I will ask you which of the following argument is strong, then definitely your answer will be both argument first and second are strong, because the one which is talking in favor of the statement is giving a correct definition. The basic funda behind mercy death is this only, and the one which is in talking about against of this argument or statement, yeah, this is also correct thing. We can't say that killing and the killing can never be legalized. Yeah, this is also true. This is also fact. So here both of the arguments are strong. Till now what we have studied was something which sort of argument is strong, which sort of argument is weak, and one thing more, whatever we have discussed till now was a one-liner question. This sort of question it was in previous session also, it was this sort of questions. But let me remind you, SBI is in favor of giving paragraph based questions. This questions till date, I just in clear intention was just to explain you which sort of argument is strong, which sort of argument is weak. Now we will come in the criteria of SBI PO mains or IBPS PO mains, that is basically the paragraph based questions. Let's see the next example. So let's proceed towards another example. This is a type of format which we can say that SBI and IBPS PO is literally a fond of format. Fond of format, I mean to say the paragraph. See, what is the basic intention behind giving paragraph? There is a simple strategy that being a candidate or being an aspirant, we will read the whole paragraph we will read all the 5 options, then only we can decide that which of the following is a strong or you can say weak argument. So you have to read the whole paragraph. So the basic intention of any organization is this: they want to kill your time. This is the basic strategy behind this. And I would like to tell you one thing. This is basically, you can also say, a CAT based question. These sort of questions are asked in CAT, MAT and ZMAT exams. And we all know our SBI and IBPS is trying to follow that trend only, CAT, MAT and ZMAT types of format. So this is the most expected part, and we can also see in our last SBI exam we have seen such paragraphs. Okay, so let's take another example. What a statement is saying here is, giving children computers in grade school is a waste of money and teachers' time. Remember it. See, each and every paragraph has a catchword: waste of money and teachers' time. When just I read it, I underlined it. But you are going to deal in online exam. So you have to keep in mind the particular line or the particular word. This is the main catch: waste of time, of money and teachers' time. Let's proceed. These children are too young to learn how to use computers effectively and need to spend time on learning the basics like arithmetic and reading. After all, a baby has to crawl before he can walk. So what is the basic essence? It is a sort of comparison. The speaker, or you can also say the author, has used a sort of a proverb just to justify his statement, just to justify his argument or statement. Okay, so the basic essence of the paragraph is this: this paragraph is in against the use of computers for the grade school students. The paragraph want to say that for a grade school students, means for a small students, computer is giving computer to a grade school child is not a good thing. Beside, they should emphasis most on like reading, arithmetic and all these things. And just to justify his sentence, he has used a proverb: a baby has to crawl before he can walk. Means they want to say that you have to learn the basics first, then proceed towards the higher definition, which is justified here as computers. And now, with what are they asking? What they want to know from you? They are asking which of the following weakens the speaker's argument. They are not asking about strengthening the speaker's argument. They are asking about weakens the statement or weakens the speaker's argument. Now, we haven't read any options. We are not going to read option first of all. Just take in your mind something. This whole paragraph was the main essence was they were trying to deliver you something that for a grade school students, computer is not a necessary thing. Means, or a very simple language, you can also say it was against the usage of computers and favoring the learning of basics of fundamentals. Okay? And now if they are saying weakens the argument, now just try to understand one thing: which type of argument will be weakening here? The argument which tries to give an impact that computer is also necessary for a grade school students, or it can help, computer can help in your basics learning also. This type of argument only can weaken this paragraph. Let's see the first, what they want to say in first option. First option, it is saying a visit to a classroom where computers are being used. I told you before only in a previous lecture, in previous session, that these sort of arguments, which sort of argument? This is something regarding the research, regarding the thesis of the usage of computer. It is not something complete, not relevant with the topic or with the paragraph. So we will just, not the convincing one. We can't say that it is weakening the argument. So just we have eliminated the first one. It is something sort of a review or an analysis. We will just eliminate this one. Now the second one, recent grade reports of students in the computer class. It is also something regarding the analysis, not giving a big impact. So this is also eliminated. What about third one? Third one is saying analysis of the cost effectiveness of new computer versus repairing old computers. So this is purely irrelevant. How? This is a sort of comparison between old and new computer, and we are not struggling with that in the context of paragraph. So just eliminate third one also, cancelled out. Let's talk about the fourth one. And remember, you can't surely say that fourth one is the correct because we have one more diplomatic option, that is the none of the above. This can also be your answer. Let's deal with the fourth one. Fourth one is saying a demonstration that computers can be used to teach reading and arithmetic. This is something a convincing one. This is something which we can say is a sort of argument which is weakening the above given paragraph. How? The above paragraph, what I told you before, the main essence of the statement was that computers is not necessary for a grade school student. Why? Because a grade school student should basically emphasize more on reading and arithmetic. And what the fourth option is saying? Fourth option is saying, yes, we can give you a demonstration, we can prove you, we can justify that computer is also helpful for reading and arithmetic in the basic level. So this is something which we can say, yes, this option is weakening the above given argument. So this is the correct one. See, this type of paragraph, or basically they will ask you regarding if we talk about SBI or IBPS, or you can also say grade B exam, because they are totally fond of logical or critical reasoning, and that also a paragraph base. So you have to read what there is a simple thing I told you in one more session. In paragraph based reading or in a critical reasoning which are based on paragraph, your reading should be a smart one. Your reading and grasping power has to be a smart one. Don't try to read it multiple times. I know it is easy to say, but it is quite difficult, but it is not impossible. You can practice it, and through practice we can achieve this target. Don't try to read it multiple times. If you are a starter, yes, you need to do it. You have to read the paragraph and the given statement multiple times, but through practice, you have to practice a lot to deal with such questions. Okay, so this was our another example. Very soon we will come with some more videos, some more topics. So stay connected with us, and please do subscribe our Adda 247, the official YouTube channel of Bankers Adda and sscadda.com, and download Adda 247 app from Play Store. Till then, stay focused, stay confident. Thank you.